crew will say so long from the heart of Georgia, and we'll send you out to Washington State against Gonzaga. Enjoy.
A sold-out McCarthy Athletic Center in Spokane, Washington. Number 6, Washington State. Number 19, Gonzaga. This place is an absolute zoo. The 142nd meeting of these two teams, Bob Wenzel, but the first time they're playing each other as both in the top 25.
Well, Kyle Weaver's the star on the defensive end. First team all Pac-10. Matt Bolden's been on fire. 35 points on their East Coast trip where they beat St. Joe's and UConn.
Andy Katz will also join us on the broadcast, and we are underway at the Kennel. And Washington State controls the opening tap. This place sold out, jam-packed to the rafters. Rolls off the backside, and Gonzaga controls the rebound. It's Micah Downs to bring it down. Quickly into the front court.
Gonzaga wants to score big time. They like the fast pace. Great defense on the part of the Cougars is their calling card.
Downs for 3, right between the eyes. Coming off a big game, 14 points, 11 rebounds against UConn. This is Robbie Cowgill, kicks it into the corner. Freeing up Derek Lowe, frees himself for a shot, and he hits. He's a good one.
This is an experienced ball club. Lowe and Weaver both played for the United States this summer Pan Am Games. This crowd will not bother them.
They drop it down. Abdullah Kuso. There was a little contact underneath, but no whistle.
Patience is a virtue. Washington State has plenty of it. Chesty will handle the point guard position. Lowe the 2 guard, and Weaver the small forward.
This is Taylor Rochesty. Drops it down to the block. The fall away from Weaver, and it's good.
You talk about a guy who makes good. Weaver, big time, shooting 48% from the field, 86 from the free throw line, can guard everyone at the same time.
Weaver out of Beloit, Wisconsin, double figures in 5 of his last 6 games. Washington State has the early lead. They drop it down for Kuso again. Cold to start this game, and the Cougars have it one more time.
Baines does not have to double. They don't have to double on Kuso, so as a result, better rebounding position.
This is Derek Lowe again. Probably one of the most outstanding guards, especially in the West, who you've never heard of.
People in the basketball world know about Derek Lowe, I'll tell you that.
Now Kyle Weaver called for the travel. And let's take a look at the starting lineups, Coach. And we talked a little bit about Rochesty. He can really distribute the basketball for the Cougars.
Yeah, he's a good shooter, too. Transferred here from Tulane. Loves it. And, of course, Matt Bolden, the scorer. Pendergraft, a tough, hard-nosed player. And Pargo runs the show for this group.
Here's Matt Bolden out of the wing, on fire, 54% in the last 5 games. They'd like to see him stay hot here tonight on the home floor.
Leading scorer on this team as a sophomore.
Pendergraft, back out for Pargo. Watched by Lowe. That's going to be a good matchup all night. Leaning in, got clear and scores. Tell you what, Jeremy Pargo in practice yesterday, Coach, very vocal leader. Weaver for 3. Yes.
Well, that is the antidote to the double team in the post. Weaver's not a great three-point shooter, but Baines finds him. How about Baines, huh? He is a monster in there. 270 from Australia and fiery as well.
A little international flavor. Kuso is from Nigeria.
Very impressive, very impressive defense right here by Washington State.
Get her first foul of the game. Here's a look at Mark Few in his 9th year. He's done such a great job with this program over the last decade.
Oh, my God. He's here 19 years, also as an assistant coach. Among the best coaches in the history of the NCAA basketball and reaching milestone wins in the fewest numbers of years.
First personal on Taylor Rochesty. Just underway here in Spokane. 7-5 Washington State. This is Pendergraft. It is short. Zachary had it momentarily, rolls out of bounds. Last touched by Gonzaga. And there's a look at Tony Bennett in his second year, just 38 years old, National Coach of the Year last year.
He did a wonderful job. Of course, his dad was the coach, and he inherited this job. Dick, the former Wisconsin coach, who took that team to the Final Four. He of the slow-down tactics, but Tony not so much.
How about the pace of this game so far?
I think it's fine both ways. I don't think either team is trying to hold the basketball, just trying to get quality shots. How about that muscle? Oh, my goodness.
He makes his own room, as you mentioned, 6'10", 270. Aaron Baines, 9'5". That shot is off the mark for Downs, and it's out of bounds. And we got a break. Good start to this one in Spokane, 9-5. The 6th-ranked Cougars on top of Gonzaga, number 19 in the nation. This is going to be good tonight.
Welcome back to the McCarthy Athletic Center, where Washington State's up 9-5 over Gonzaga, and this has just become a rivalry, even though the schools are only about 90 minutes apart. And the reason for that is that Gonzaga had won 7 straight prior to last season when Washington State won in Pullman. And as Tony Bennett told me prior to the game, they want this to be a big-time rivalry, but they hadn't lived up to their end of the bargain. Well, they're trying to do that now. High ranking, they won last season. Now they got a shot to come into the kennel and try to get a W as well. Guys?
All right, Andy, thank you. Bob, this is the highest Washington State's ever been ranked.
Yeah, and you know, they haven't had great teams in the last 10 years, really. So Bennett's done a remarkable job in Pullman. This is their best team ever, and they have great poise. This is a team that handles pressure well.
Derek Lowe working around Pendergraft, lost his dribble, now kicks it off for Cowgill. In the corner for Weaver. I'm going to drop it down again for Baines, trying to create, and he travels.
When you're as big as him, you're going to travel sometimes. Australia's a country, but it's a continent too, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I think he's the big continent. This guy is massive, and Tony Bennett loves getting him the ball inside. They invite the double team, try to kick it back out for the 3.
Yeah, he's not afraid of contact down there. That pass stolen away by Kyle Weaver. Lopes into the front court, slows it down for David Harmeling from the corner. A little bit long for Weaver. And Bolden with the rebound.
Notice how Gonzaga likes to get the ball down the floor quickly. If they don't have the quick break, then they work 5-man stuff. They post Bolden a lot at 6'5", the 2-guard. Mark Few, unbelievable success here. A lot of big-time schools. When I say big-time, I mean conferences that get more publicity, but then the West Coast tried to get him, but he's very, very comfortable here. When you can dominate your conference and then play the kind of schedule this guy sets up, you are really in the driver's seat.
Robert Zachary gets the pass in the paint, and he's fouled going up. He'll go to the free throw line.
Cowgill giving away about 50 pounds to Zachary.